for today we are going to be making Asian lamb chops. Now in a small bowl I have 1.5 tablespoons of minced garlic and 1 tablespoon of pureed ginger. To that I'm going to add 1/3 cup of soy sauce and 1/3 cup of water. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of brown sugar, packed brown sugar. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. Beautiful. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Now this part's totally optional, but I have this peppercorn chili oil and I'm going to use 1/2 teaspoon of that. And then I have this hot chicken flavor sauce. This is the same sauce that's used in those hot flavored ramen packets, but they also sell them in a bottle and it really just amps up the spice flavor. If you don't have this near you guys, or if you can't handle spice, you can totally leave it out or use sriracha. I'm using 1 teaspoon of that and I'm going to mix this well together. I have 2 racks of lamb here that I've cut into 4 pieces each with 2 bones, and then later on I'll slice them once we cook them. So for the sauce, first we're going to reduce it by half. I put it in a small saucepan on medium-high heat and just cook it for 5 to 7 minutes until it's reduced. Now in a stainless steel pan on medium-high heat, I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon or 2 of oil. And then I am basically going to season the lamb chops and kind of rub it in for each one with some kosher salt. And then we are basically going to sear it on each side. Now I have preheated the oven to 375 degrees and I have a wire rack on top of a baking sheet right next to me. So once each of these is seared on each side, I'm going to bake it in the oven for about 15 minutes, 14 to 15 minutes, because we want it well done. Now once they're seared on all sides, even the bottom, so like I did do it like this too, we're going to remove it off the heat onto a wired pan and then do our second batch. Now that the second batch is done, I'm going to add our sauce that we reduced. We're going to add half of it because the other half we're gonna. And don't worry, the initial smoke will go away. It's because there is some oil in there and there is some water in the sauce. So we're basically going to braise the lamb chops in this sauce just for a few minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, and then take them out on that wired rack and then do the second batch. And this is our second batch. Just going to coat it in this beautiful sauce. It smells so delicious, you guys. Now if you want it to be medium well, then just bake it in the oven for about 12 minutes. But we eat it well done, so we're going to put it in for like 14-15 minutes until the internal temperature is like 140, 145. Our beautiful lamb chops here. I have them on a wire rack and I'm going to place it in the oven, and then halfway through, like around at 7 minutes, I'm going to just baste them with the sauce left over from the pan. Now for me personally, I like to use the extra sauce that's left over, and after I've let the lamb chops rest for a minute just so it like locks in all the juices, I like to cut them in half and then place them inside the sauce again to kind of give it a little bit more of a glaze. And this is really just going to be done in like 1 or 2 minutes, nothing major. And that's all it is. Super simple and easy Asian lamb chops. I hope you guys try it out and enjoy them. Assalamu alaikum. See you next time.